Hey everyone, okay, let's just get right into it. As a professional AI editor, it actually kind of blows my mind how much we can unlock together today. We're going to completely change how you look at AI video creation. Seriously. Right now, Gemini Omni is arguably one of the most powerful video models on the planet. But, and here's the crazy part, most people are only using like 10% of its true capability. They're just playing around with basic AI avatars and calling it a day. Well, not us, not anymore. I am so excited to take you on this journey of shared discovery in today's explainer. By the time we're done, we are going to unlock that hidden 90%. We're talking everything from advanced camera movements to real-world physics rendering inside Google Flow. Get ready, because we're about to engineer some absolute video magic.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for the explainer. We're going to hit the optimization quality checklist, craft some exotic travel vlogs, dig into immersive drone shots, build space science lessons, tackle multi-language translation, and finally go over iterative editing and troubleshooting. Let's go!
All right, Section 1, the optimization quality checklist. This is all about setting that rock-solid foundation.
First things first, before we can even think about touching the advanced features inside the Google Flow workspace, we've got to make sure our foundation is solid. I mean, you can't build a house on sand, right? AI editing is exactly the same. This checklist is literally the secret to getting professional-grade renders. First up, keep your uploaded clips to a maximum of 10 seconds. Gemini processes a massive amount of multimodal data, and keeping it concise just makes sure the system doesn't get totally overwhelmed. Next, your source footage has to be crisp, no blurriness. You want sharp camera focus on your target objects and clean, even lighting. Why? Well, because Gemini Omni is actually calculating the physical geometry of the objects in your shot. If your input is blurry or the lighting is weird, the AI struggles to figure out the physics and context, and you end up with those messy, warped results. Give it clean data, and it's going to give you Hollywood-level output.
Moving right along to Section 2, crafting exotic travel vlogs. We're talking a global road trip POV.
So, let's jump into our first major technique. Have you ever wanted to shoot one of those high-end travel vlogs, but, well, you're stuck driving to your local grocery store? We are going to completely fake a global road trip using just your basic dashboard camera. And this brilliantly illustrates the power of Omni. You can swap out a totally boring gray highway for an exotic location. Think, the busy streets of Manhattan, or driving right past Big Ben in London. The true magic here is how the AI perfectly recognizes the interior of your car. Your dashboard, your rearview mirror, even the random stickers on your windshield. They stay perfectly static and untouched, while the entire outside world just transforms around you. Executing this inside the Google Flow workspace is actually incredibly straightforward, even if you're a total beginner. Step 1. Just upload that POV video from inside your car, making sure the camera isn't shaking around too much. Step 2. Hop over to Google Maps, find your absolute dream travel destination, and grab a simple screenshot of the street view or map area. Then, just upload that image right alongside your video. And finally, Step 3. We apply our continuous shot swap prompt.
And here is the exact prompt. This is the secret sauce, guys. This specific custom prompt tells the AI exactly what to hold on to and what to replace. It's so fascinating how being this explicit anchors the car's interior. By explicitly telling it, keep the same POV as the original video and one continuous shot, you are literally commanding Gemini to lock in the physics of the dashboard. It uses that Google Maps screenshot purely as an environmental texture for the outside world. Seriously, this is how you generate viral travel content right from your driveway.
All right, Section 3, immersive drone shot techniques. Time to sweep the landscape.
But what if you step out of the car? To really sell a high-end travel story, you've got to have those sweeping cinematic landscape visuals. Let's say you filmed a quick static video of yourself just standing alone on a beach. It's fine, but it's a bit boring, right? Well, inside Google Flow, you select your video, make sure you're using the Omni model, and just type this simple prompt. Make the camera zoom out to turn this into a drone shot. Boom. Instantly, Gemini calculates the surrounding environment, even the stuff that was totally outside your original frame, and pulls the camera back and up into the sky. Just like that, your static beach shot is a dynamic, sweeping aerial view.
Now, if you want true director-level control, you absolutely need to understand visual path following. Imagine taking a static landscape photo, dropping it into a basic paint app, and literally just drawing a series of arrows on it. Maybe you want to weave through some trees and dip under a bridge. You upload that image, arrows and all, into Gemini. You are essentially drawing a precise flight path for a virtual drone. And the best part? You don't have to worry about accidentally crashing an expensive piece of gear into a tree. Now, what's really interesting about this specific prompt is right in the middle. You tell it to follow the arrows, making it a continuous, uninterrupted shot. But notice this absolutely crucial instruction: remove the arrows from the image. Honestly, if you forget this part, the AI will literally render massive red arrows just floating in the sky of your hyper-realistic video. Yeah, not a great look. By commanding it to follow the path and erase those reference markers, you get a beautifully smooth, cinematic drone flight perfectly tailored to your vision.
Next up, Section 4, Building Space Science Lessons. We're getting into real-world mechanics.
Let's pivot from the artistic side over to the educational. See, Gemini Omni's real-world understanding isn't just about maps and geography. It actually understands science, physics, and complex mechanics. So let's build a space science lesson together. We aren't just generating pretty pictures here. We're asking Gemini to simulate reality. For step 1, we ask for an explainer on rockets. Now, in step 2, we don't even have to explain Newtonian physics to the AI. Gemini naturally gets action and reaction physics. It inherently knows that downward thrust creates upward momentum, so it builds the background imagery based on actual real-world scientific laws. Then, for step 3, we add 3D text labels to identify the rocket parts, and even the layers of the planets in the background.
Let's take a look at how this actually builds using the prompt. By combining the explainer request with a clear command for simple overlaid text labels, we are creating a really dynamic, multi-layered educational video. Gemini will automatically figure out exactly where the thrusters are, where the fuel tanks sit, and where the payload is, and it'll apply the text directly onto those specific visual elements in the animation.
I really need to emphasize how groundbreaking this is. These are not your typical flat 2D text overlays you'd slap on in basic editing software. This is true 3D text rendering. Because Gemini fundamentally understands the 3D geometry of the space scene it just generated, those labels actually stick to the objects. If your virtual camera pans around the rocket or zooms right past a planet, the text label rotates and tracks perfectly in 3D space along with it. It looks exactly like a high-end documentary graphic, and you literally did it with one sentence. Mind-blowing, right?
Moving to Section 5, Multilingual AI Translation. Time to go global.
So you've got this incredible, professional-looking science explainer video. But why limit your audience to just English speakers? Let's take your content global. This is probably the easiest workflow in our entire explainer, but it's possibly the most impactful. Inside Google Flow, you just hit the plus icon and select your pre-configured AI avatar. You input the core message of your educational video, or honestly even just a simple birthday wish, and then you explicitly specify the target language. Gemini Omni takes over from there. But it doesn't just awkwardly dub the audio. No. It perfectly resyncs your avatar's lip movements and facial expressions to match the precise pronunciation of the new language.
Here's the exact structure you want to use. You write out the text in English, and right at the end, you simply add an instruction in parentheses, like speak in French or speak in Spanish. It works flawlessly. The AI understands the nuances, the natural pauses, and the inflections required for countless languages. Heck, even Latin. You can instantly localize your entire video library with absolutely zero extra filming. And that brings us to Section 6, Iterative Editing and Troubleshooting. Let's learn to refine and fix. Listen, anyone can type a prompt once, but a professional AI editor, they know how to iteratively refine generations, troubleshoot weird hallucinations, and build a scene layer by layer. So, the crucial point here is understanding the iterative loop. Let's look at this table. Say you uploaded a beach video and asked for a large crowd. Awesome, it works perfectly. But now the sky looks super gloomy. Do you start totally from scratch? Definitely not. You keep the new video with the crowd, and you just add a new prompt. Make it a sunny day. You are stacking edits. But what if it messes up? Say the sun looks like a giant, weird fireball. Simple. Just click the X to delete that specific prompt, leaving your perfectly good crowded video intact, and try a different phrasing. It functions exactly like an undo button, letting you build your video frame by frame without ever losing your progress.
Once you master stocking edits, you can start doing super cool things like this advanced swipe effect. Let's say you're holding an object that's blocking your face. You use this prompt to tell the AI that at exactly the 3-second mark, you want a visual swipe across the screen. You can command it to make the object blocking your face turn perfectly clear, like glass, right after the swipe. You can even stack another iteration on top of this, telling the AI, hey, before the swipe, put the word before in the corner. After the swipe, change the text to read edited with Omni. That is what I call precision control.
But we've got to address the elephant in the room: AI hallucinations. I like to call this the rubber chicken error. Imagine you tell the AI to turn a water bottle into a rubber chicken halfway through the video. But instead, the video starts and the bottle is already a rubber chicken. The AI just got totally confused about the timeline. So how do we fix this? Fix 1 is simple. Clear the workspace entirely, delete the confused timeline, and re-upload the original, clean video. Fresh start. Fix 2 is to rewrite your prompt, but be hyper-specific about the timecode. Say something like, at exactly 4.5 seconds, transform the object. Maintaining strict control over timecodes is exactly how you rein in an overly enthusiastic AI.
And that brings us to the end of our explainer. We've covered quality optimization, generating epic travel vlogs right from your driveway, directing virtual drones, rendering 3D educational labels, translating globally, and troubleshooting like a seasoned pro. You now have the knowledge to utilize the full 100% of Gemini Omni's capabilities. So my final question to you is this. Are you ready to stop settling for basic avatars, open up Google Flow, and start engineering your own professional video magic? Get out there, test these prompts on your own footage, and let your creativity completely run wild. Thanks for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.